Back in the building. It feels great. Life.
Ooh.
Life. Ladies and gentlemen, life. It will really just... It's different.
Comes at you fast.
Make some noise for life. Life is wild.
Comes at you fast.
Life is wild, especially when you live it as fast. You live it as fast as Biggs. It's often.
Bro, we ain't been on the pod for a minute, and we gonna start with this shit again.
Not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. All I'm simply saying is that you really like James Bond, my nigga. Like, it's good to be in your presence again.
Bro.
It's good to have you around because you a different kind of guy.
I'm a regular average Joe.
You understand? No, stop. What I will not have you do.
Average Joe. Nobody knows me.
Listen to me if you out there. I just want you to understand how humble. And humble, the man humble too. Because he don't want to toot his own horn. I just want y'all to know while y'all are lonely, rummaging, scraping through the streets, trying to find some semblance of hope, something to hold on to, maybe an opiate. Biggs is happy somewhere, like vibing. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not like it is for you niggas, for him, and he just wants y'all to understand that and know that sometimes. But he's too humble to let y'all know. Did I do it? Did I describe it correctly, my friend?
How are you guys doing out there in the on the net? Huh? How's everybody out there? We missed you guys. It's the PYO
boys. We in action. Look at that.
Back.
It's synced up. It's different. It's different outside.
We back in action. We sorry for all the inconvenience and discrepancies.
Definitely.
But we definitely back. We're gonna try to keep it more consistent.
So
a lot more things in store. Something
that I said was gonna happen a long time ago has come to pass. And a lot of people may not know that I've said this because I don't make it a habit of mine to really talk too much about entertainers. It happens when it happens, but it's not generally not at the forefront of my mind. So I may not have ever said this on a podcast, but Lil Durk has been arrested.
Mm-hmm. In recent events for sure.
Yeah, and I think has either been indicted or is awaiting indictment on or non-indictment. You know what I'm saying? But of murder for hire charges. And I just want to say, frankly, dude, not shocked.
You're not shocked?
Nah, first of all, I fuck with Lil Durk's music, so there's a lot of lyrics in there where I was like, yeah. Like, he said something like, they asked me I'm going to be in 10 years. I said, the feds. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. If what you're saying on here is true, and as dramatically and as publicly as y'all are doing some of the things you were doing, some of the motherfuckers in Oblong in Chicago or whatever.
Do you think that line in itself is incriminating? Like,
no, it's just there's a lot of incrimination in the music, but that's neither here nor there. That's because that's not the most important part. I think the most important part is going to be whether or not they could prove some of the links that they seem to think they found,
right?
Allegedly, and connected to some murder for hire shit. Which I'm not gonna lie, if you ask me from an outsider's perspective, who's not like totally removed from the streets, but is not currently participating in any unsavory streetish activities,
right? And keeps, in my opinion, from what I've seen, he keeps things really vague.
You understand what I'm saying? And
doesn't, nothing specific.
But as I've said on this podcast before, sometimes niggas get hemmed up and you just go, damn, he did all that shit. Fuck.
Nah.
Fuck. Like, you're not going to say it out loud. That's not your goal. But you ever heard the charges ring out and you like, yes, that too. I was around for that. I saw it coming.
Saw it coming is crazy.
You get what I'm saying? Like, this. Sometimes it's like, yo, this is the type of guy that you don't plan birthday parties for too far in advance. Cause you don't know. You know
Damn,
what I'm saying?
nigga.
Nigga might go to jail. Nigga be in and out. Listen.
Damn, nigga.
I'm just saying.
I don't think he was in and out as of recent.
I'm just saying. No, I'm not even specifically talking about Dirk when I say that, but I'm just saying, like, it's tough a lot of the time with a lot of these rappers because there's this heavy, violent air around what would have been called in the past gangster rap, but that is kind of just like called drill or this or that and the third, or really just some of that shit. It's become so easy for people to make music now, and so many people make music independently now that it's just becoming something that's really, really normal for a lot of guys that, involved in some unsavory activities or got some unsavory people around them. Maybe they like to commit murder and be murdered. There's guys that do that. There's a thing now. That's their thing. There's guys that like Fulio. That was his thing. It was like, we gonna kill.
What do you mean by that's his thing? Like
that was his thing.
That's
like
his persona.
No, like that's their whole energy. Like if you follow them on social media and everything like that, or see what they do to taunt each other and all that shit. Like the whole attitude is kind of like, we gonna kill some niggas. We gonna get killed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, yeah, like that is just the game that they play, and it becomes nasty the way. And I'm not saying that this shit hasn't been going on forever. What I'm saying is, like, right now everybody makes music, and so like it's just becoming like we're becoming inundated with certain guys who, for them, music is a way out, and they've achieved massive popularity, but who are moving a certain way still.
Music not a way out for everybody, man.
Yeah, you understand?
It's not a way out for everybody. I need people to like really hear me when I say music is not a way out for everybody. It can be an escape. It can be a tool used to help cope. You know what I mean? Like it can be used for a lot of beneficial things, but music is not everybody's way out. And I need everybody to understand that you need to do more shit, man. Like, y'all all can't be rappers, singers, and fucking musicians. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, let's just be blunt. Y'all are all not talented.
Wow.
Everybody is not musically inclined. All right?
I need to know what he means by that.
Everybody is not musically inclined. Everybody does not know bar structure. Everybody doesn't know how to fucking, create a melody. You know what I mean? Like,
niggas be whack.
Niggas can't create, niggas can't write a 16.
Listen.
They don't, what I mean? What is a baritone?
I'm saying this as a failed.
What's a tenor? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I'm saying
I don't even know if I said that right. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm just sick and tired.
I don't even know if I said. Hold on, no. We not breezing past you talking to them, mind them like you know what the fuck you talking about.
Nah,
and
but
then going,
no,
I don't even.
You get my message though, because I'm talking to you now too, nigga. You get my message. Everybody can't be one of them, bro. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm sorry, not sorry actually, because I care. Okay, I care about you guys. I care about the listeners, and I want everybody to be real with themselves. It's not for everybody. Go do some other shit.
But it's not for everybody. But a lot of niggas can just get like some momentary real shine and parlay it into some success. Like,
yes, but look at the ratio, bro. Look at the ratio of people.
Shout out to Baby Kia. I actually like a lot of his shit.
That's cool. I hear you. I don't know who that is though.
But like,
I don't even know who that is.
See, and there's a space for him to exist right now. That I don't know if there was a space for him to exist before.
Right, but look,
because
that he's one of few. And that's all I mean. Like, look at the ratio of people that actually like gain traction from the art that they're creating. You know what I mean?
I mean, look at what's the nigga in Philly that people was fucking with his music and he just died.
Who are you talking about?
I don't know, Young Dull or some shit. I don't know these people, but
God rest the dead. But you know what I mean?
Now hold on.
What?
That nigga was a demon. I heard some things. I'm just saying, like.
I mean, listen, I don't know.
I want to.
He ain't do nothing to me.
I'm just saying, I want to think before I say God rest him. I'm not saying nothing else. I'm not saying nothing else. I'm not
I
disrespecting
mean,
something.
what? I'm gonna be penalized for saying God rest the dead? Like,
I just don't know.
it's a tragic thing that happened.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Whether it's good or bad, that's up to the people to decide.
Because you know what it feels like, and
death is tragic.
I'm probably way off on this, and I'm like, oof, this is sounding crazy. This is sounding like league off the top right wing rope, but some of that shit, it just feels like, yeah.
Some of what shit? What are we talking about?
Like sometimes when you just say God rest the dead for certain niggas, it just feel like, it's too.
Like they wouldn't have want you to say God rest the dead?
Nah,
on their behalf?
like it just feels like saying he was a great guy.
It doesn't have to be tied to that. But if you are a spiritual person,
It can feel like it. Doesn't it feel like saying he was a great guy?
no.
Like rest his soul is just
No.
like love that guy.
I guess I got to speak for myself in this moment, because to me, personally,
I mean, like, would you
death
say
death to me in general
yeah?
is tragic, right? So no matter who died or what died or whatever it is, whether it had good intentions, bad intentions, death is not good.
But like,
you know what I'm saying?
we all
So,
got
like,
certain niggas we know we wouldn't say that for. Like if Jared Fogle died tomorrow, Jared Fogle out of the world. Let me not just misname somebody, but like the Subways nigga, Jared Subways. Like if he died next week, a lot of niggas ain't gonna be like
God rest the dead.
They gonna be like, oh, Jared, God rest his soul.
They're gonna spit on his grave.
That's that's MO. That's reserved for mama only. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, listen.
so
man.
we all got niggas we wouldn't say rest his soul for, right? Like,
I guess I'm more so paying the respect of death than the person itself.
nah. First of all, I hate Charleston White, but like I really don't like that guy.
Why?
So I don't want just we get into it, but I just don't want that to be like a takeaway from what I'm about to say, because I'm not a fan of Charleston White at all, and it has nothing to do with like the snitching and all that bullshit that people care about. That's not what I care about.
Okay.
But when Vaughn died and Charleston White had the interview, he was like,
When who died?
When Vaughn died and Charleston White had the interview, he was like, one of Satan's greatest soldiers, not one of Satan's greatest soldiers.
Yeah.
King Wolf.
Yeah, he was throwing mad smut on his name.
I'm not gonna
Mad
lie.
smut on his name. That was a fact.
As much as I cannot stand Charleston White, some of the shit that nigga just say is just funny as fuck, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I think it was King Yellow, somebody he was arguing with. The nigga said, nigga, fuck your baby. Yeah. Yeah, nigga. Nigga, fuck your baby. I said, nah. What is happening, bro? Where we at with this? Like, what?
But what's like the basis of your dislike towards Charleston White? Like, I'm trying to understand it.
He's ridiculous. He's a ridiculous character. He's a ridiculous character.
He don't be preaching?
No, sometimes he says things that are broadly enough agreeable with to be like, well, yeah, like, yeah, gang violence is terrible, and I don't think gangs should exist.
Nah, like there's,
right? But like,
there are moments where he dropping real, he giving real gems.
Nah, never. It's overshadowed by the moments of real stupidity.
True.
Real stupidity. Like, I'm talking about, he'll say some shit and be dead ass that's racist and insane and just patently untrue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He told Cam Newton.
But like,
Cam Newton, he said, it's my business. It's a nigga business that he want to beat on in his words, if he want to beat on his hoe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he'll shoot a nigga if a nigga try to get involved with him beating on his girl. Yeah, I've just heard Charleston White say ridiculous stuff. I'm pretty sure I've heard him say something like along the lines of white people being better than black people. That's certain stuff. Yeah. He's a wild guy with some really, really wild. And then it's like, is he playing a character? Like, there's footage of him before he fully leaned into his character, like being a little bit of a different character. And then, and he'll say it. He'll say like, no, I leaned into the bullshit. Like, he'll just say he did that shit, and I'm like, nah, like I don't
know. I guess he's a grab bag of different characters then, because I've seen clips of of him, really dropping some real gems. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not anything like life changing, or you know what I mean, like, but like actually like correcting, like, for example, the whole Uncle Sam story. You know what I'm saying? Like the origin of Uncle Sam, and like how it was really Sambo who was the traitor, and it wasn't Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam was the one who was actually teaching motherfuckers how to cheat the weighing system of like for the cotton and shit like that, so that they can meet their daily quota. So because if they don't meet it, they getting whipped. You know what I'm saying? So like, just like random facts that of shit that was just like, okay, I ain't know that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and he kind of teaching sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah, but then you gotta verify and fact check everything he say, because that'll probably be true, but then like a bunch of other shit he say won't be, and it's a strange thing with that. But also, like, certain things are just like, somebody could give you a trivia fact, but I don't mean what they got to say is worth shit.
word.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, no, honestly, I think he's a charlatan whore. If you must know my opinion on him, I do think the man is a no good, filthy.
Damn.
Yeah, and listen, what he would argue is like that he does a lot for a bunch of different black communities, and it's like,
We don't even know.
it's like, we'll take your money. That's like listen, throwing your money at the cause is kind of like, sweet, great, 100%. Who's gonna tell you no, right? Like if you're like organizing shit and you're fundraising and you're making stuff happen, like, yeah, that's great. But you have a large audience now, and you spew a lot of like harmful bullshit. I just don't, I think that generally we tend to agree that that's pretty nonsensical,
Right.
like most people. But a lot of people fuck with it. It's a lot of people that think like he
But
thinks.
people fuck with bullshit though.
Of course,
People like the bullshit.
Of course.
That's what gets the attention. That's what gets the eyes.
I am around more bullshit than I would like to admit. Sometimes it's hot, stinky bullshit. The worst kind.
Can't get enough of it.
And it's just being shoved in front of you, and you gotta sit here and act like you.
That shit hit like rock in the 80s, man.
Let me go reach in my back pocket and grab my wallet, because I'm about to have to buy this bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm expected to buy this bullshit
Wholesale.
Now I've got to make it look like I buy it. A lot of the times, your superior at work or something like that or somewhere will say some shit to you, and you'll go, smells like bullshit. What's that? Is that bullshit? I feel like that's bullshit, bro. I feel like it's bullshit, dude. It's wrong. It's nonsense. Fuck you.
And it stinks.
Fuck you for presenting me with this.
Yeah.
But you don't. You just give him that shit-eating grin. Yes, boss.
Nah.
Yes, boss.
Not me.
What you mean, not you?
Fuck all that bullshit.
Boss man ain't coming. That's not how you feeling? That ain't how you feeling?
Niggas would have to off me, man.
Wow.
Severely.
I mean, things would be different. It's not like you
ain't gotta force their hand to do it, because they're gonna try and like subdue me and then like torture me and shit. Like no. Like we gotta put one of their lives in danger for real and make them really like do it.
I mean,
make it quick.
Listen.
Make it quick.
I personally think you would have made a great slave.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I
don't even know how to take that.
God damn it, by gum, I think you would have made the greatest fucking slave. Now listen, I don't think you would have been the most well behaved. Like I definitely could see you catching like some serious discipline. Stop. This is not a joke, bro. I just want to remind we both black. First of all, I really do. I want to remind niggas that Biggs and I are the product of good old fashioned sugar cane plantation, just broken slaves. You understand what I'm saying? Like we come from So we come from some serious slavery. It's not even a joke. It's real hot over there. It's real. I'm just saying, it's real hot over there.
Yeah.
A lot of tropical shit you got to deal with.
A lot of mosquitoes.
You feel me? Like, yes, you get to drink coconut water straight from a coconut,
Right.
but not that much.
Right.
Probably.
Only in season.
You're a slave now. Now, listen. All honesty, though, first of all, we black, because that wouldn't be okay if we're not. And there's some people who say it's still not okay, and we apologize for that. If that just now, I'm serious. If that is that just now, it's too far. That I just would be the first to say fuck me. Like, whoever the fuck said that shit, even if it was me, fuck that guy. Tomorrow, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta change. Like, I see shit start going wrong. I gotta change, bro. We can't be able to see this coming and not change a little bit and be like, you know what? Maybe this ain't so great. Because, but I do want to remind people, like, yes, products of vicious backbreaking. I mean, slaves were sent to the Caribbean to be broken. It was different fucking ball game, bro.
I mean, it was mass production of a bunch of shit.
And this is
spices and sugar and shit.
This is not in any way competitive. I'm not
for free.
I would never subscribe to any of this slavery was worse than this slavery. No, absolutely not. That's not what we're doing. African chattel slavery was terrible wherever it existed. It was terrible in Brazil. It was terrible in the Caribbean. It was terrible in America. But I just want people to know that, like, we say certain shit that we were once in bondage. That's all. Biggs, do you ever just want to let people know that? The world thinks that black people talk about that too much, right? On social media. A lot of, like, the new shit that's creeping up. But
we talk about what? Slavery?
About oppression in general and how linked a lot of the things that happen in our communities are to history, even though I don't understand what the problem with that is. I think a lot of the things that happen in every single community is linked to history. So,
yeah, I don't have a problem with it being spoken about or, like, just being represented through any, like, any art form or anything like that. I have a problem with people using oppression that they have never personally experienced themselves as a crutch as to why they're not succeeding in something.
Fair.
You know what I mean? Like,
fair point.
You like, at no point should you be saying, "Oh, we had 400 years of slavery and I can't get a job." Like,
hold on now, stop.
I can't.
Don't
nobody
you
gonna hire me because of 400 years.
Stop this.
My ancestors was getting whooped in the fields. That's not why you can't get a job at McDonald's.
But that's you need. First of all, stop. I just want to save you from yourself. Unless you want to keep going, then please.
But you get what I'm saying, though. You get what I'm saying.
All right, but the argument is not that
but
simple.
Look. It do be. That's my thing, though. That's my thing. Like, what I just described, like, that's a real scenario. Like, something as simple as finding a job, like a regular 9 to 5 at, like, a fast food joint. Like, they would use something egregious that had happened 400 years ago and be like, that's why I can't succeed in this. And I find that insane. You know what I mean? Like, our past ancestors didn't fight for you to complain and not take advantage of a job. Of a job at a job spot. Like, and we know these people, bro. Like, that's my thing. You know these people. We know them. They exist. We know people that are like this.
We do?
Oh my gosh. All right. I guess I do. I guess I'm the only person that knows people who just want to skate by in life.
I mean,
and I'm not even just only pointing out my community. Like, I mean people in general.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like, but however, we are talking about our community because we brought up slavery. So, yes, the people of my community who are trying to just skate by in life and it's not really working out for you and you want to use 400 years of slavery as the excuse, stop that shit.
Sometimes.
Expeditiously.
Sometimes, though. Sometimes shit really do be happening to you in life and it'd be like, yo.
Nah, sometimes
slavery.
it do be some racial shit, though. And that's very unfortunate. Like, I my condolences if you ever felt or experienced that in your lifetime. You know what I mean? Like,
sometimes,
like shit like that really do be happening. But I'm talking. I'm referring to all the people where it's really not that deep. Like, you're just lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't put your best foot forward and you tried to bullshit it and it didn't work. And now we're gonna play victim off of something that you didn't experience. Like, you don't know what that feels like.
Okay, but a lot of us are still dealing with the effects of it and still see the effects of it in society. That's all.
True. But some people are feeling it. Wait. What's the term? When, like, it's like secondhand embarrassment, but it's like secondhand fucking, like...
Like cringe?
No, like, it's like secondhand, like, feel sorry. Like a secondhand, like, oh, like my community, somebody from my community experienced something so crazy like slavery, or they got beat by the police, or this, then, and third. Yeah, it's like, there we go, like secondhand trauma. You know what I mean? Like how is that even a thing? But it is a thing. It truly is. Like, I know I'm not bugging, bro. Like, secondhand trauma is a thing.
He said it truly is.
It really is a thing. And like, I guess I get the thought process of it, where it's like, yes, that is something that where it's like, damn, somebody who looks like me, or a family member, or their friend, or something like that, somebody who's, of my community, something crazy did happen to that person. And it's like, yeah, like, I definitely can feel remorse and sympathy, but it's like, let's not turn that into what I had just called secondhand trauma, where it's like, I'm going to now adopt that trauma onto myself, even though I personally never went through that, and use that as an excuse as to why I can't move forward in certain facets of life. Like...
Are you saying that you don't sometimes wake up in the middle of the night screaming because you have dreams about
being whipped? No.
About growing and processing sugarcane?
No.
And
only dream I had of being whipped was me getting beat by my mama.
Oh my!
With the belt.
Would you say that? Wait.
I just did some dumb shit.
Quick question.
And mind you, that same night, I could tell you exactly how it happened. I got a detention, and I tried to hide it from Mom Dukes. And back then, they gave you the detention slip. You had to get it signed and shit.
Yeah, so you figured it wouldn't even be a thing.
Hid that.
I'm not even gonna, because if she doesn't see it,
right, it don't exist, and I could just serve my detention one time, and we could come up with an excuse as to why I had to stay late. Right. So, bro, I forget that the detention slip is in the front of my book bag. And back then, when you're that young, mothers go through your book bag because, yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? She went through the book bag and saw the detention slip and was like, what's this?
Ooh. But you forgot, that's
bro,
all.
Bare licks. Bare licks that night. Went to sleep and had a dream about the licks that I just received.
So, all right.
So that is the only time I've had a dream about me ever being whooped.
The dream about it is crazy. You couldn't escape that shit.
Couldn't escape it.
That's nuts.
Got fired up in reality and in dreamland.
That feels like trauma. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So did you
build character though?
Did you ever do some shit like that again?
Nah, never. Never.
Now get the fuck out of it.
We just not what you mean? We just not getting detentions no more. That's it.
Niggas say whatever I did. Never.
We just not getting detentions no more. That's pretty much how we kicking it now. Like, I wasn't an angel. but I also wasn't a terror. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
clean that whole shit up. Just clean it up.
Just
said, you know what? This is done.
Yeah, 100%.
Nigga said, I'm honestly
like,
nigga said, if I was to keep doing this, knowing that
I can't receive another fire. She fired me up, bro. I can't receive another lashing like that again.
That's it. If
I dreamt about it.
Son said, no, what I know now.
I'm good.
No, what I know now about
I would have stopped myself in the moment.
About the risks involved.
Yeah.
I would never have taken this venture. It would never have been this way.
Mm-hmm.
It will always have been something more manageable than this.
How about this? Had so much PTSD from that. I remember getting detention in high school. And remember when we went to high school?
Yeah.
Detention is real simple. Like it's not a big deal. You just come to school like an hour earlier than you usually do, serve your detention, and then you go about your day.
Handle your business.
This is before I knew how y'all handle detentions. I'm over here going back in time like, damn, they about to give me a detention slip. I got to get that sign. Mom Duke's about to fire that ass up again. Wait.
So at what age were you done getting fired up? Like at what age was it like, even if it was like, it's just not an option no matter what?
I was
freshman year in high school?
No, this was
like you get fired
this was
up?
8th grade. This was 8th grade. This was the summer of 8th grade going into 9th grade. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I came home way later than I was supposed to.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Mom Dukes was tired of that shit. And, she already been warning me a few times beforehand. And this is the straw that broke the camel back. You feel me?
Today you are going to learn.
Flaming you up.
She said, I'm going to teach you things.
Bro, at this point, I'm getting bigger. You know what I mean? I kind of hit the growth spurt a little bit. Like, I'm not.
You figured this day couldn't come. You thought, you didn't want to say it out loud and jinx yourself, but you thought those days were behind you.
Right.
You weren't even worried about catching an ass whooping.
And up to that point, haven't gotten one in a while.
Yeah.
Leading up to that point. So it's like, the fact that we was here now, I was like, damn. Bro, swung at me a couple times, connected, and honest to God, bro, felt like a little tickle. Not trying to talk shit about Mom Dukes, love of the life.
She don't have hands.
You know what I mean? At that moment, she lost it. She lost her touch. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I got bigger. So it's like, she could see it wasn't affecting me off like the third lash. She saw it just wasn't doing what she wanted it to do. And literally gave up in the middle of the lashing, bro. Said, you know what? Fuck this. And just threw the belt. And that was the last day I've ever gotten beat in my life. After that, but I will say this though. In comes the mental lashings though.
No.
Fuck the physical lashings. Now it's, now that we can't no longer hurt you physically, we're gonna do the mental game. You know what I mean? We're gonna call you the shit that we know that you don't want to be called. We're gonna say some hurtful shit.
You're just like your father.
You know what I mean? We're gonna kick you out from time to time.
Kick you? You got kicked out?
Definitely, a couple times.
Stop the cab.
Yeah.
What the hell? You got kicked out? How old were you?
Very, very briefly though.
How old were you?
This had to be during high school.
And you got kicked out? Where'd you go?
My pop's crib.
Nah.
And that's exactly why I ended up right back at my pop's crib, because my pops was like, what the fuck is happening right now? Showed up at his doorstep with all the bags packed, and he said, yo, what's going on right now?
Yo, no way.
Called my mother, had a
spirited
stern 20-minute conversation.
No yelling?
No.
Yeah, because he was like, listen, at the end of the day, he can't stay here. So
no yelling at all.
I never see a reason to get mad.
No screaming. It wasn't an argument. It was a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Next thing you know, he said, yo, listen, go back home. And because I was in trouble, he didn't help me back with the bags. He made me walk back with, bro, I had like 8 bags with me. Duffels.
I mean, how did you get there?
Huh? Used my feet.
So did the same way you got there, you gotta go back.
Gotta go back. You want to talk about Dritty?
Yo, this nigga was sick.
You want to talk about Dritty?
This nigga
Busting
was
sweats. Sweating like a stripper in church, brother.
I know niggas was looking at you like, what?
Like looking at me like, yo, why you got so much bags? Oh, like, yo,
Yo, what is happening here?
Bro, it was crazy. It was crazy.
This guy.
That was a wild time.
This guy's outlandish.
But yeah, I briefly got kicked out. It wasn't like, yo, I was out on the street by myself for months and shit. It wasn't any of that, but it was definitely a, you know, we gotta do something to make you learn. Like there's consequences out here. You feel me? And I learned. I ain't do it again.
Fair.
You feel me?
I mean,
whatever it was.
I mean, listen. You know, it seems that you've forgiven and forgotten.
Absolutely. Because here we are now.
You know?
I have a good relationship with Mama Love.
I mean, you know, how could you not?
It's my number one lady.
Because you know what she'll do to you if you ever try to disrespect, you know?
For sure.
She'll wash you up.
Nah, them days is over.
Nah, you take her?
Nah, I wouldn't, but she'll hurt herself trying to hit me.
You feel like the two-piece will really give us something to think about.
No. She gonna try and hit me and hurt herself.
Yo.
She gonna hurt herself in the process. Like, what are you doing?
Fair point. Listen, all of these are great points, you know? But these are the questions that must be asked. These are questions that must be asked. Now, earlier, you was talking about knowing niggas who are too affected by slavery to get a job.
Yeah. Well, listen, that's not what I said. Hold on. First of all, I agreed way too fast. Let me renege on that. No, that's not what I said. What I said was there are people within our own community who use black struggle.
Yes.
That they personally have not experienced themselves.
Wait. I just want to say that yes that I said just now was to just that there are people who use the black struggle. All right. I'm not saying I agree with the people Biggs is saying use it. I'm just letting y'all know because I'm not saying he's wrong. I just don't even want to go there. Right?
Why can't we go there?
No, you can go there. What are you talking about?
Nah,
Biggs, we can have this conversation. We really can. 100%. But you know, I just be wanting to make it known sometimes that whatever they may think, they can't pin me down, you know?
Listen, bro. They gotta stop that shit. Ain't nobody fault but your own.
Wow.
Let's take some accountabilities. You know what I'm saying?
It finally comes out.
And understand that it's your own fault. You just got to do better. But just because it's your own fault does not mean it's over.
How you know it's their fault? You ain't even
ask. What do you mean?
You ain't even ask.
What you talking about?
It's hard out here, man. I don't know.
It is. It definitely is. Don't get me wrong. It definitely is. But when there's a will, there's a way.
Oh, man.
When there's a motherfucking will, there's a motherfucking way.
This nigga's a farmer.
And this whole conversation just stems from me saying my first point, which is everybody can't do fucking music, nigga. Music ain't the motherfucking way out. And it's like that's the main thing, especially like with the future generation.
But Dad, it worked for Snoop Dogg.
Like, come on.
I'm getting old because that joke was really funny to me, but I know people just was like, no. That one's tough. We got to workshop some of those. I mean, they're not all stage ready when y'all get them.
The future generation, it's like every single one of them are fixated into even people within our own generation who are just kind of trying to find a way, and it's like they're all gravitating towards the music lane, and it's like yo, y'all all can't do it.
Now, I mean, you said something in particular.
There are
about,
ones that are really talented and that can do it, but you even have the ones that are talented but still can't do it because of their circumstances.
Yeah. But you were speaking earlier about people who just weren't talented.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
You feel like have you observed those?
Absolutely.
And you just
On a daily basis.
On a daily basis. People who
it's a whole lot of people. It's a lot. Like every single day, you see a new artist, or you got to use that term lightly.
Oh,
yeah, in quotations, artist, because it's like, bro, you're not good. You're not good.
I mean, if you squint,
I don't give a fuck what you do, bro.
If you listen to these shit,
scrunch up your ears with 10,000 rubber bands. It's not gonna sound any better.
Listen, I'm a failed musician. I just want to put that on the table right now, in case anybody ever hears this conversation and they're like,
but even with you though, people can go back to your catalog and understand it was not lack of talent.
Fair.
100%.
I'll take that.
It was not lack of talent.
That feels great coming from a friend. I won't lie, so I will accept that compliment. It feels like something.
And I say that listen, anybody, for all the listeners, go back, tune in. Bill.E Black with 2 C's, baby. Go hear some of that.
What a time indeed.
Go tune in. And you will understand exactly and you could come back to this episode and you could hear what the fuck I'm telling you. It was not lack of talent, and that's what a lot of these motherfuckers is lacking. They be trying to do it because I guess it's just they be thinking that's their way out. It's a way out.
You fuck with Playboy Cardi?
Do I fuck with Playboy? Hell fuck. Look, you know what? Let me relax, because some people he has a following. So people do fuck with him. I don't.
It was mad funny because when you said hell fucking, I did not know if you were going to say yes or no.
No. I don't.
I was like hanging on suspense.
It's not my vibe.
No, you're not into the...
Nope. It's not my vibe. The baby talk, can't do it.
Apparently,
can't do it.
Apparently it's good shit. Some of the Cardi fans, I've noticed the ones that are on Twitter, who are inherently the most unhinged and ridiculous people, because that's what Twitter is and that's what it's devolved into. But
that's that fan base though.
Or maybe always was. Well, fan bases online.
That is that type of fan base. It's the ridiculous type.
But ridiculous, toxic fan bases online are just really, really par for the course now.
It's the people who like to mosh.
Yeah. Well,
all those type of people who like to who really truly enjoy doing that mosh pit shit. Yeah, it's them.
Would you argue? And
they're all not bad people, but you know.
No, would you argue? And this is, I don't want anybody to think that this came from me, because it didn't. I'm not going to tell you who it came from though. But it did not come from me. It's just a question that I can remember somebody bringing up, who I have no idea who this person could possibly be, but I do remember them bringing it up. Do you think that being mentally ill is a prerequisite for enjoying a mosh pit?
A prerequisite?
People who enjoy a good, real, people are leaving with black eyes, bloody lips.
It might be.
Mosh pit. Do you think there's something wrong with these people?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. There's levels to it though.
That's incredible.
There's levels to it.
That's incredible, and you're incredibly brave for saying that. Because what you're doing is essentially calling mosh pit as the R word, and I just want to...
No, that's not what I'm calling it.
I would hope not.
Me saying that there's something wrong with them...
Okay.
Is more so, I guess...
Speaking to the sadness that must exist in this person's heart.
No. It's more so me not understanding their world. And I can't even fathom...
You gotta give it a try.
What joy they are receiving from doing that?
You gotta give it a try. You gotta try really
endangering. I've encountered mosh pits by accident, not knowing that it's about to happen, and the 2 times I was around it, almost fought.
You were furious.
I was heated
because you didn't understand why
Somebody kicked the fuck out of my shin.
Your shin?
My shin. You think it's a game? Bro, I wanted to box him, bro.
Nah.
Box him. Walked over to him, pushed the shit out of him into the crowd. He thinking niggas is moshing. Jumped right back into me, bro. I pushed him again, bro, but pushed him onto the floor. I'm like, yo, bro, stop.
Today's not the day, bro. So today's not the day, and I'm not the guy.
Bro,
I'm not the guy you're looking for.
so like I said, I don't understand their world, and that's why I personally think, yeah, something may be wrong with them.
Okay.
Or not, but I could be wrong. But to me, yeah, it's very peculiar. It's
Listen,
odd.
I think there are moshers that come from loving families. I think there are moshers that have college degrees.
For sure. That's all
I
fine and dandy, man.
I think there are moshers who, outside of the pit, live relatively normal lives. They love their children. They have a dog. I mean, real good people. They don't miss their annual checkups.
Right. But they just
Right.
need to come back to that pit, though.
This guy's getting
It's hitting like rock in the 80s, ain't it?
this guy's getting checked for prostate cancer
Listen,
twice
bro,
a fucking week.
That's cool,
He's
bro.
being
I don't care.
real proactive.
I don't care. I don't care. None of that is going to help me understand that world. I'm good.
Fair.
I'm good.
Fair.
I like sports. There are some people who don't care about it.
And they would just never be able to get into that world.
And,
right?
that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not losing sleep over it, and neither are they. They don't give a damn that I don't understand their world. It's fine. I'm not here to party poop. Feel me?
That's not why. That's not.
I just won't be partaking.
Okay.
I'll just stay home.
Not your cup of. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, man. I don't want to invalidate what you're saying at all.
How much time we give him, man?
We gave him like 48 minutes, 47 minutes, something like that.
You gave him 47 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're gonna wrap it up now. We love y'all.
You know what I mean?
Fuck with y'all.
A little bit of a first pod back, shall we say?
We'll be back though.
How many times have we done this season? But it's okay because we're terrible.